my coaching practice called Boss Woman Elite. And up under the Boss Woman Elite brand, we have an academy for women entrepreneurs. And we also have a book publishing company that I launched through Boss Woman Elite as well. So with Boss Woman Elite, I just definitely believe that as women entrepreneurs, that we should have a voice. We should have a voice through speaking. We should have a voice when it comes to writing our books. I believe every woman that is in business should have a book that is connected to her business, because I believe that having a book that is connected to your business, and what I mean connected, I mean your expertise, a book that you teach someone how to do something. I believe you should have that book to help open up doors for your business. All right, so that's one of the major things that my company, Boss Woman Elite Publishing, that we do for women that are entrepreneurs, because we want you to utilize your voice, not just through speaking, but through writing, through publishing. And you should have that type of book. Not only just that book, I believe in having a book and telling your story, your authentic story, and the things that you have been through. But I see a lot in women in business. They have business cards, but now your book should be your business card. So I want to create that business card for you in your business and your expertise, because that's what's going to open up a lot of doors for you when it comes to your business.
Great, great, great. I'm great you said that, Sharlrita, because you are a person of action, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as your coach, is nothing better than having clients who take action, right? And so many times when we open up these businesses, we're stuck working, doing the mundane things, right? And we forget about the marketing of the business. And your book really can be a great marketing factor to your business, So even beyond that, I even talked about this in the course, that books are healing. But books really are healing. They're healing for the people that are writing them, right? I know myself, many of my clients that come to me, some of the stories that they're telling for the first time, right? But they know that those stories happen to them. It says there is no testimony without the test. I'm not going to try to preach on today, but y'all know how I get, right? There's no testimony without the test. So in telling their test, they're also freeing themselves.
Yes.
So being a publisher is not just about helping people put pen to paper. It's not just about helping someone, birth out words. It's helping free them. And it is freeing for us as publishers to know that we are able to work in our gifts and our expertise and also help people heal at the same time, while other people heal through their stories. So I think that that's a very, very important thing to say as well. So let's talk a little bit about this Publish to Profit course, okay? So let's keep it all the way real, y'all. As the young people say, let's keep it all the way 100, right? We had to come to you about this course because, the truth is there are a lot of people online, not just on Facebook, right? You go on Instagram, you go on YouTube, they got the nice bling bling and all this other stuff. And you get into their courses and they promote that this course is going to do certain things and it doesn't do certain things. And it doesn't really give you the results, or it doesn't allow you to implement what it said. Okay. And I want you to know, and of course, I may have a biased opinion because I'm the instructor of the course, but that's why I, brought Sharlrita on today. She has just finished this course, and I tell you, y'all, it was not easy. This course is not for the faint of heart, right? This is for those who really want to really get to their next level in the publishing business. Because some of the things that I teach within that course, even though I've been publishing for many, many years, okay, between writing, publishing, and editing, I have over 18 years of experience. Some of the things that I tell in this course and I teach in this course, and the strategies and the resources I give, I wish, and I say this almost every class, somebody would have told me when I started out, because it really would have helped me avoid some of the pitfalls that I've had to get through, right? So Sharlrita, let me ask you this, okay? What made you enroll into the Publish to Profit course? I know you and I had already had a relationship, so you had already been in one of my coaching programs before. But specifically, you know, the Publish to Profit course, when you saw the promotions for that, what was the inclination? What was the, you know, I just have to do this? What made you do it, hon?
For me, it was because I always had the clientele, the people that asked me about publishing. And because I'm a woman of integrity, I never wanted to publish someone's book without really knowing. Now, I know you can learn some things on your own, and I've learned some things in publishing on my own, but I knew you and I knew your character. So I said, you know what? And I knew your history with publishing. So I deemed you as valuable. And I said, you know what? I have to take this course because this is really going to pivot me to the next level in my business totally, because it was already in demand. And people want me to publish their books, but I wanted to do it the right way. I guess.
Come on here. Now, we're going to stop right there. Okay. Yeah. This is one of my pet peeves. People who sit up here, right? And I'm just going to say, because you know, you guys know I only speak the truth, right? The truth shall set you free. And even in my experience, I've came across people who say they're publishers or get this clientele, and then they don't know what to do with them. Right. Understand publishing the right way. Okay. I'm not just talking about, you know, going through the step-by-step process of publishing a book. In this course, we have over 12 weeks of content, and only 2 of those weeks do we actually talk about how to publish a book. There are strategies, okay, to really do this so that your clients get the impact that they need and you're able to build the publishing business that you desire to build. And that is what Sharlrita has learned. That is what the other women who are within our family, we have a Facebook group, the P2P family community, that's what they have learned. So y'all, it's not just about going out here and just publishing. It's about doing it right. Right. And that is one of my biggest pet peeves, is when people do that, because like I said, people's stories are at stake at this. You know? People are birthing. Sometimes people feel like they're birthing out a baby because it's a labor process. It's an emotional ride, and there really is a strategy to that. You know? Yeah. So in a nutshell, what was your experience in the course? What would you say? You know, we had a journey, you know, but I remember when we finished, your last Facebook post was, oh my God, it's done already. So
it went by so quick, but at the same time, I made a commitment. I think I missed one class, but out of that, I was attending every single class because I made a commitment to myself and to my future clients, because I wanted to make sure I was in the moment, and I wanted to make sure that I can really, really get all the details. So my experience was awesome. The information was so valuable, and it was some things I was just mind blown. I was like, you know what? I never thought about it like that, and I just enjoyed the class itself, you know, because it was information packed. Like, you have to be ready for the information, and I was ready. I was like, it was connecting the dots, and I love how in the course, Rhonda connected the dots. It wasn't just content thrown out there that she just put together. It was connecting. So when you had a question, and we asked the question in the class, she said, well, hold on, I'm not going to answer that yet because that's in the next class. I'm like, okay. So it's like, you know, you will have questions along the way. Yeah. You have questions along the way while you are going there, but the answer is always, if it's not in that session, it's in the next session. It's in the next section. So it was all connected, is what I really truly enjoyed about it.
Yes. You know, it's important, you know, in any course to give a step-by-step process. You know? And that's really what, you know, I tried to do through this course, was start you from point A and bring you to your point Z, so that you would have everything that you needed to flourish in the course. Awesome. So if you could pick one word, just one word, I know this is hard, but one word to sum the course up, just one word, what would that word be, in your opinion, and why?
I would say, and I had struggled with the word. The one word I would say is the word that Rhonda always used, is up level. Because a lot of her strategies that she even gives us, you can implement in other parts of your businesses too. It's not just for publishing, which I loved about that. Some of the strategies that she gave us in the publishing course, I implement in my coaching business, in my speaking business, even in my academy. So I already, you can use it for anything. So I'll say up level. Because it does cause you to up level.
Yes. I'm glad that there was an up level. But also, along with that, there were some things in the course that were specific to publishing, there were times where I would say, this is very general, you can probably use this, but this is specific. We ain't gonna give them all the goodies, Sharlrita.
Right.
And how, in the publishing realm, you have to have different accounts for different things, that's different. And when you're publishing, to do it the right way, you have to come from a different mindset.
Yep.
And that's one of the big things that so many people forget, that get them into trouble. And to be honest with you, with me in the beginning, it got me into trouble, not because I was greedy or not, good with my finances. I just didn't know how to process that in that way. And that's one of the first things that I teach you all, is how to do that.
Right.
Okay? Yeah. So 12 long weeks, 12 long roller coaster rides, right? What would you say, what was your favorite part of the course? What would you say?
I would say that my favorite part, to be honest, was the tools. I'm a tool type of girl, and in my mind, I'm always thinking how to connect it with my systems and my processes that I currently have now. So I was like, okay, I love the tools, and I absolutely love that she gave us different, what's the word I'm looking for? Different verbiages. So for instance, if I needed a contract, you gotta be VIP, to get all that. But there are certain things that she gave us that was very vital for my publishing business, because I didn't have to come up with all that. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. This course right here, I could say, out of every course that I've ever taught, and Sharlrita has been in my business coaching course, and I'm also a expert business coach as well. I love coaching business, but this course right here really brings in, I told you this before, Sharlrita, it brings in all my passions: business, publishing, and teaching. I'm in my zone right now. I'm in my zone. So to be able to give you everything that I have and more, it was an honor, from my my contracts to my documents, all of that. Because one of the biggest things in publishing, we may know how to publish a book, but I tell you, if your contracts and your service agreements and your documents are not set up right, and you don't have those right things in there, you and your business can get screwed. I give you it all. I give you it all, and I say customize it and use it as you would like to, take it as you will. And every class, I also give resources. There are resources that come with every class as well, and growth assignments, so that it's really a step-by-step process. You talked about the tools. So there are tools that I give you every class, and resources that I give you every class, and growth assignments, so you know what to do this week, what to do next week, and we walk you through the process. But even along with that, like I said before, we have our community. We have our Publish to Profit family community, even outside of class, that I know I've grown. I already love my sisters anyway, but I feel like we're a family, you know. Even now we've grown through this journey together, because it's always very important to have like-minded people, because the truth is, when you sign up for something new or you take new courses, it's a shift going on,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And life happens, and when life happens, it's like you're trying to get up here and everything else is pushing you down. But when you have that community to not only encourage you, but also to be there when you have a question outside of class, or you get a prospective client, and you had, you know, you have the jitters and you don't know what to say or what to do, and you just need that
Yeah.
reassurance, you know, that's very, very important. That's very
Yes.
important.
Yes.
Cool, 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 cool. So, um, without giving them too much now, because we don't
Okay.
have to do everything, right?
Okay.
What would you say are three specific things that you learned, or, you know, maybe one or two specific things that you learned within the course that would be the most valuable to you? I know we went over a lot,
Mhm.
but what would you say would be the most specific that you learned?
Number one is hiring a team.
Mm,
That was valuable.
mhm,
And like I said, I'm not gonna give away too much, but it was very valuable on hiring a team, because I had always been the one to want to do everything myself
mhm,
and learn everything. Now I learned, it's certain parts in your business that you should learn. You should learn
mhm,
some things before you cast it off to someone else,
mhm,
just in case something happens. But building a team, and I will also say just the
mhm,
strategy on how to put everything together, the process,
mhm,
and how the step by step the process is when it comes to publishing a book. Like, it's
mhm,
not something you can just throw your customer in and say, okay, I need this, this, and this. There is a system and a process that
mhm,
not only helps your business, but it helps your customer.
mhm,
And it
mhm.
helps your customer with the process. And it shows you being professional
Yeah.
when you are building your business. So I would say, definitely say building a team. And I would base also say building a team, and making sure you have those systems.
Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna do a little pause here in the midst of our interview, and just let you guys know that, like I said before, you know, this course, you know, it's only, you know, it's one of those things where it's already great, right?
Mhm.
But it's definitely getting better, and we now have open access to the, you know, to the course again. Um, and the great thing about it is, once you get into the family, okay, because to me, once you get in your family, right, it's lifetime. You know, it's not a one-time hitter quitter, right?
Mhm.
We have open enrollment again to the course, and I'm excited about all the new women that have already shown interest into the course, and all the great things that I'm not going to mention on here today, but all the great visions. Sharita knows some of them that we're going to be moving into 2019, and even Sharita as an ambassador is going to be there alongside me and things. And it's just going to be phenomenal, phenomenal. It's one of those opportunities that you do not want to miss out on if you know that this is what God is calling for you to do.
Mhm.
Okay. And I want to make this very clear. Okay. To me, it's not even about the money, right?
Mhm.
Most people know my story, and they know that, along with me being gifted in writing and publishing, one of the things that really pushed me into being a publisher was that my mother passed away of lung cancer with a book in her spirit. And I knew that I had the capacity. At the time, I was an English teacher, and I knew that I had the capacity to be able to help her. But at the time, it was too late. And oftentimes what happens is, you know, studies show that over 80% of people have a book in their spirit, but many don't write it, right? And
Mhm.
I don't know for sure, but I can almost attest to say that many people know that they're called to not just write books, but
Mhm.
to help others write books, right? But many don't get there because they don't take opportunities as such. So we are now opening enrollment again for this course, and I'm super excited for it. Super excited for the new enrollees. So as we're going through this, I'm going to mention this a few times, but if you know that this is your next step, if you know that God has been calling for you to start a publishing business or up level in your publishing business, right? I teach so many things. Even now I'm in my home office. I've been able to create the life that I desire, being home with my babies. My youngest, they're going to school, and my oldest is starting kindergarten this year. I'm able to be home, you know, and know that there is income coming in through the gifts and the business that I have built, you know. Of course, I have my wonderful husband, you know, but it's good as a woman to also know that I'm able to do and also use the gifts that God has given me, right? So if you know that you are ready for that step and you are ready for the support and the strategies to get to your next level in the publishing business arena, I invite you to go to www.publish2profit.info. Okay, not the number 2, it's TO, publish2profit.info, and go ahead and enroll, because y'all, this is really not a game, right? This is really a ministry, because you know, we are helping people. We are authors ourselves, right? Best-selling authors. But we know that God is not just calling for us to birth our books. We know that God is calling for us to heal the nations in many different ways, whether it be through helping people, you know, with their expertise or however it is to do that in many capacities. So you, my sister, when you signed up for the course, you didn't just come in at the standard level. You in VIP, because you had all the goodness, right? So, see, this is what fast action does for you. When Sharlrita entered the course, one of the perks of being in VIP was you would be able to get a one-on-one consultation with myself. At this time, that has expired, right? That has expired. There are many other perks that are included within the VIP. But I want to ask you, you know, how was your experience with that VIP? You know, how did you feel about that? You know, did you get anything out of the session? How did it go for you personally?
Personally, it was awesome, because it's always good to talk to someone, to let them see your vision, but to help them, to kind of help you to put the pieces together. And one of the things that people don't know about me is that when I first got into business, I was dominantly a speaker. That was one of the things, and I still speak a lot now, but that was the one thing I was doing a whole lot of in my business. But when I had my session with Rhonda, she helped me to correlate my speaking along with my publishing, and how I can differentiate myself amongst other publishing companies. So with Boss Woman Elite Publishing, not only do we help you with publishing a book, we help you to correlate it with your speaking. And not only that, I create opportunities for the women that come through my publishing company to speak. So I create the opportunities. Not only that, I help and train you through those opportunities. So that's what differentiated me. And I didn't really see that until I got on the call with Rhonda, and how I can correlate them and bring them and marry them together. So you know, just a side note, that's what differentiates me from a lot of publishing companies, is that the speaking goes along with the publishing.
Yes. So, you know, the Bible says my people perish for lack of knowledge, right? So, you know, like Sharlrita, honey, you had the strategy already, you know. You put it this way, you had the pieces, but you didn't have the strategy.
Right.
Right. And like I've been saying through this whole Facebook Live or YouTube, wherever you're watching this, there is a strategy on how to do that, you know. And I'm glad that one-on-one assisted you in regard, you know. But another thing Sharlrita said was, there are a lot of people in the publishing game. You know, we really focus on in class how to differentiate yourself. What is your UVP? Okay, your unique value proposition. How are you different? How are you separating yourself okay, from the rest of everybody else, and really getting clarity on that, because without clarity, right, there really is no ability to be able to build the way that if you're not clear as the publisher, then how are you going to help other people be clear? Right. So that's very, very important. That's very important. So y'all watch out for Sharlrita, because she is more than clear, and she is ready to hit the road running.
Yes.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. So would you say that the investment that you made, monetary investment, so we all know investment is more than just monetary, right? It's time, it's all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say the monetary investment that you made into the course was worth it?
Oh yes. Oh yes, it was. Because I always been the type to invest in myself anyway, and I said, why not invest and learn from the best? And to be honest, there are not a lot, and I don't know everybody in the internet land, but there are not a lot of people teaching you how to build a publishing business. And when I saw it, and I knew Rhonda, I said, I have to jump on this. Although even at that moment, guys, I wouldn't say I was totally clear on how I was going to use the publishing business. So that's why you can't move because you see everything. It wouldn't be faith. But for me, I knew that I wanted to do publishing, but I didn't know where it fit in my business. And I said, well, God, I don't know where this is going to fit, but let me go ahead and do it. Because now after I had my session with her, it's so much clearer. And now I know why he had me to go through that course. So don't be scared and thinking, well, I'm not going to publish right now, but you can take this information, which you have lifetime access to, and you can use it later on. So now I'm still looking at the videos because it may be some things that I have missed, but now I'm like, okay, now I'm clear about that because I was clear about where God was taking me with my publishing. So definitely, it was definitely worth the investment. Definitely worth the investment.
Yeah. And that goes back to faith, having faith in your process, having faith that, God ordains. And to be honest with you, one of the reasons I started this course was because I went back to my why. And even though I'm a publisher myself, I really said to myself, my main goal is to heal people's lives through books, right? And we already went over in class, I teach how to build a team, international team, right? International staff. But the best way to do that was for me to raise up publishers that also are building up others, right? So it went back to my why, it really went back to my why. But it's all about faith. Sometimes you don't know the pieces to the puzzle. You don't know the pieces to the puzzle. But it's about jumping on what, God puts in front of you. Sometimes we know what we need, but it's not that God hasn't provided it. It's that we're not moving, right? Yes. We're scared and we're not moving. God often provides what we need and more. It's that we're not moving, right? So I encourage you, if you're watching this, don't be one of those people who don't move. Because one thing I will tell you this, that course, even though it's available now and it will be available again, it changes, right? Just like the seasons change, the price changes. One of the things that I do is I present to you the value of that course. And the value of that course is about 70% more than what you are paying right now. But it won't always be that way. Because one thing about Rhonda is Rhonda knows her worth, right? So, I tell people, get in on the train when you can fit. Get in where you can fit in, right? Get in where you can fit in, because at the end of the day, it's only going to be your fault if you don't get in where you can fit in now and invest, So let's go back to this. And I know this is kind of more than even just a course. How would you say, sis, that this course and working with myself would you say it has impacted your life in a positive way? What would be your words?
It has, because it allows me to see that God gives us all gifts, and that I am able to utilize my gift through publishing, through coaching, and just to see my growth as a woman, you know, and as even with my husband, he's always like, you know, make sure that you utilizing everything that God puts in your hand to do. We might not see it, how it's going to work out, and sometimes we may not even feel like we're worthy, or we may not even feel like we're good enough. You know, I've been through that where I feel I wasn't good enough to teach people how to speak, and because I stutter a little bit, but God said that's not how I use you, Moses.
Come on, you know all about the quote on Moses. Wait a minute.
It's not even about that. He said, but it's about, he said, I put you there for a reason, and I want you to, it helped me to grow as a woman. It helped me to grow as a mom, because the reason why I'm attracted to Rhonda and her vision is because she's a mom, she's a wife, she's at home, she's already where I desire to be. So you always want to get with those that are going to help you to become where you're supposed to be. And again, this is not my first time working with Rhonda, so I know her not her strategy, but I know who she is, as not just as a businesswoman, but as a wife, as a mother. And you know, so she has taught me a lot, and helped me to grow as a woman, and even helped me in my business to think better when it comes to my business. So yeah, I've grown a lot.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Yay.
Yes.
You know, it's as Sharlrita has said, it's one of those things where you want to make sure, there's a lot of coaches out here and a lot of courses out here, but you know, not everybody knows what you're going through or the season you're in, right? And one thing that I've learned, even with, you know, my former coach and things, was making sure that I paired myself up with somebody who was not only where I wanted, you know, where I want to be, right, but has the same lifestyle conducive to that, right? Because if I was a single person, okay, and this is not saying that this course is not for single people, but it's a totally different ball game, right? It's totally different. So one thing I can say, and of course, you know, we're very transparent. We laugh, we cry, we pray, right? We're a sisterhood. And that's one of the things that I really appreciate about this course. It's not just your average course.
No.
It's really became a sisterhood, and it's only growing that much further with women that aspire to really live in our purpose. At the next level, wherever we are, you know, we are all at different levels, but the next level, and encouraging each other in that regard. So you have applied to be an ambassador, and congratulations. I already know I put a post out about that, but you've been accepted, and the application has been already accepted. So congratulations to you. What made you take that route? Because this was after the course, right? So you just have to do that, you know. What made you want to do that, sis?
Because I know the value that I experience, and I wanted to share it with others. Plus, I love working with Rhonda, so I was like, I didn't want to part ways, you know. So,
at sea.
Right. So, and I'm just I'm a firm believer in promoting things that I know that I had experience in. And I said, being an ambassador, I know that even being a publisher, I'm going to come upon women that want to publish, that they want to become publishers. So why not become an ambassador of someone else's vision and share it with them, and not be the type of woman that learns it and then regurgitate it and try to teach it to them. See, I work with it. I'm an integral woman, so I'm like, that's not my thing. It's not my thing to teach women how to build a publishing business. That's not the lane that God wants me to be in. So why not encourage them to be in Rhonda's course instead of trying to create my own, you know. So that's why I became an ambassador. But I just believe in the vision that she has and all the things she's going to have coming out in 2019. I was like, oh yeah. I need to be a part of that. And, it helps both of us. It helps both of us expand her vision. She helps expand my vision. She's always sharing what I do with others. So why not share the publishing course with other women that I know that God has for me. So that's the main reason why that I joined. I want to be in partnership with Rhonda and her vision.
Yeah. Awesome, sis. And, I say this, how could I not share you? You're just so lovely and beautiful. And, I even though I'm a publisher, this is a different mindset, even when, it's coming to women, right? Because sometimes women, we're always so competitive and, it's, I don't want them to get this or they get this.
Right.
And, now don't get me wrong. I still publish y'all,
Right,
but I have no problem sharing Sharlrita's Facebook Live about her publishing business why? Because I'm going back to my why, right? My main goal is to free people through their publishing of books, right? And I am a firm believer with the 8 billion people or how many billion people there are in this world, there's enough room for everybody.
Yeah.
Right? And God has already ordained Sharlrita's clients, So why not? Why not share? And that's something that I know that we both hold, and it's not just us, but the other sisters within the group. We all love to support each other, and that's very, very important, to have that as you go forth with what you're doing. So, Sharlrita, it is my honor and pleasure to be partnered with you, dear.
Yeah,
and all the great things that God is doing, and just watching even what he's doing with your business and your publishing company and how you're elevating, because we never stop elevating, right?
That's right.
How high we get, we never stop elevating. So you kind of touched upon this before, but I want to just revisit this, right? Because like I said, you get on Facebook, you get on YouTube, Instagram, and you see these courses and people talk about them all the time, and you're never really sure, right? But you know what you need, but you're not sure. What would you say to somebody who was on the fence right now for whatever reason? Whether it was, well, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, I'm already doing this, well, the kids is about to start school, I ain't gonna do. Trust me, I know. I have 3 kids, right? 3 babies, 3-year-old twins and a 5-year-old. So, so I get it, right? I get it. But what would you say to somebody for whatever excuse, right? If they were on the fence about joining this course, what would you say to them?
I would say to go ahead and do it. If you know it's in your gut feeling, because for me personally, I could have gave all those excuses. I could have gave excuse about the money, about the kids. My kids were home in the summer while I was taking this course. I could give every excuse in the book, but don't. But it was God was nudging me and saying, okay, you have all those excuses, but I'm gonna see you through it all. And he did. He saw me, even with hiccups in the road, he saw me through it all. And that's a testimony within myself. That's not something I'm making up or something that Rhonda told me to say, but that's for real. Like it can be a struggle, but God can see you through it. So don't make any excuse not to do it. And it was like God was saying to me, okay, you have all those excuses, but then that would eliminate me from being God. That you're just basically saying that, okay, you got all those excuses in your own strength, that you're not asking me to help provide during that time, or you're not asking me to make sure you have the right mindset during that time. Because even during our course, it was live, it was every Tuesday, it was in my phone. I had to remind myself, but I made a commitment and said, okay, I got to show up. Even if I didn't feel good, even if everything wasn't going right, I still had to show up. So you have to show up for yourself. Sometimes it's about you showing up for you. My why, yes, it's my babies, my husband. I live a great life, but at the same time, I had to show up for Sharlrita.
Yep.
and what Sharlrita desired to do. So I would say for you, if you're on the fence, get off of it. You have the ability to get off of the fence. Don't use everything as an excuse. All right, it's not forever. Right, it's not forever, but the value of the information that you are going to get will definitely change your life. Even if you have a publishing business, these strategies, and I know this for a fact, birthing books after books after books. Most publishers do not have these strategies that Rhonda has given us, and I'm trying to help you, get in the game.
Yeah, help them get their life, girl. Help them get their life.
Yeah. Even if you do have a publishing business, there are some strategies that I went through. Some publishers they just don't have, and I want you to have it. So you have to invest in it. Period.
Yeah. And I think it's good what you say about how life happens. I mean, it's the truth. We can all make excuses. I'll go back to even me. During the course, my kids were home for the summer too, running rampant around, and I got babies, y'all. And then Sharlrita has more than me. She double what I have. That's what Sharlrita has. My husband had surgery. One was expected. Yeah. Actually, he's still home from his surgery. One was unexpected. So y'all, life happens, right? But I can guarantee you, we did not miss a week. Right. Nope. We did not miss a week. And of course, replays and things were provided. And this go around there, this course will be in the portal, so you can revisit it as much as you need to. Right. But we went hard, y'all. We went hard because we knew the outcome. Right. Yeah. So, it comes down to how bad do you want it? It comes to how bad do you want it? And like I said, the investment that it is now is nothing compared to the value that you're gonna get. And I'm not just saying that because I was the one that made the course. I'm saying that really because the stuff that I taught when I went through this course, I said, what are the things that I wish someone would have taught me through my first few years of publishing that they didn't tell me? And I was honest. Some of the things I even learned within the last year of the contract. I said, oh, make sure you put that in there because that happened to me last year. Yep. So y'all, it's the truth. It's the truth, So Sharlrita, I'm not going to keep you here long, honey. You have already blessed us with your presence. And I do want to say I am just so proud of you and all the great things that you're doing with Boss Women Elite Publishing. But I can't let you leave this live without giving us a recap. I know you kind of talked about it in the beginning, but I want to kind of let you give us who your person is. Who are you looking to publish their books? Who has God called for you to assist in that regard through Boss Elite, Boss Women Elite Publishing?
Okay. Okay. With Boss Women Elite Publishing, I am looking to help women in business, and even those that are aspiring to be in business. We want to help you to utilize and propel your voice to the masses. And how you do that is through book publishing, and how you do that is through speaking. And we collided. We married them both, and we will, in our publishing company, we'll give you not only the opportunity, we will publish your book, and we will teach you the strategies on how to use your book to book speaking engagements, how to use your book to take your business to the next level. You need a book for your business, and I'm not just saying it just to say this. I want you to go and Google all of the big, even our president, right? Even he has books on things that he is expert in. Google those people. Google Amy Porterfield, those big known names. They have books along with their business. And they use their books to expand their business, not use their business to expand your book. It's using the books to expand your business. And we want to teach you that in the Boss Women Elite Publishing, because we believe that when you marry those things together, it's unlimited opportunities for you. And I'm also a woman that I preach. I do what I preach.
Mm-hmm.
So in the next probably couple of weeks, you're going to see my book come out as far as my expertise. I have a lot of books about my story and all that good stuff, but I am publishing my own book for my expertise. So be on the lookout for that, because I believe in doing what I preach, you know. So, and of course, my publishing company is going to publish it. So I want to show you that we can make this happen. And I've done it for myself. Yeah. You know, without a book, I've done it, but I want to show you how to up level it with a book, and you need a book when it comes to your business. Yeah.
Yes, and you know what Sharlrita does in her publishing business really is phenomenal, because people forget when you have a book, you have to be able to market the book, right? Mm-hmm. That's one of the biggest things that people forget in publishing, right? They get all the glitz and glams. Oh God, yeah, I'm coming out with a book, and you know, get their family on and hoorah, hooray for a little while, right? And then it's crickets, and then you have your book sitting, you know, in your garage or in your room or somewhere, or just sitting on Amazon. And you have to know how to voice your story. You have to know how to voice your expertise. You have to know how to do that. And in order for you to really know how to do that, you know, why not get trained along with getting a book, right, that can be used as a business card for your business? Get trained from one of the best, which is Sharlrita, you know. So it's really 2-in-1, y'all. It's 2-in-1. So I encourage you to reach out to this beautiful gem. I don't endorse many people, but I am endorsing her because I have seen her. I have trained her myself, and I know that she's a woman of integrity. You know, she really is a woman of integrity, and will do her best to make sure that she says what she's going to do, and accomplish it for you as well. Accomplish it for you as well. So as we said, y'all, we are going to end. I'm going to let Sharlrita let you know if that is you, if you are the boss woman or woman in business who is ready to really just platform your business to the next level with your book. I'm going to let her give you her contact information, links or anything, so that you can connect with her. But if you are someone, as we said before, if you know that publishing is what God has called for you to do, whether you are a publisher, aspiring publisher or not, right? If you know that God has laid that on your heart, okay, www.publishtogrowth.info, okay? Enrollment is open again, and we are moving forth with some great things that you will be seeing here in the future. And I tell you, you don't want to miss the train. You don't want to miss, because the train has left. Choo-choo. It has left. So you don't want to miss it. So Sharlrita, honey, let us know how we can contact you if there is somebody watching that is interested in getting with you in regards to publishing their book. How can they reach out to you, dear?
Yeah, if you feel as though you want to allow Boss Woman Elite Publishing to birth your book, you can book a one-on-one session with us at bit.ly/publishwithbwe. And BWE just stands for Boss Woman Elite. It's all lowercase. So bit.ly/publishwithbwe. And you can book your one-on-one session with us. It's no cost to you for the first 30 minutes. And we'll be happy to strategize with you on how we can collate your speaking along with your, and again, speaking is marketing. So we want to help you to market your book to the next level. And we have a lot of other things that we will help you with, but that's the way to contact us. Our website is on the way, so I'm super excited about that. But again, you need to enroll in the course to know that you can get a website done. So that's on the way. So you need to, register.
Yes.
Get in contact with us, and we'll be more than happy to assist you. We are ready. I have my team on deck. I know I have got my team together, so we are ready to assist you with getting your book published. So contact us again at bit.ly/publishwithbwe.
Awesome. So y'all, once again, that's bit.ly bit.ly/ Publish with BWE. Make sure you put all lowercase.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't, then it may mess up the link, okay? All lowercase. But go ahead and connect with this beautiful gem so she can get you to your next level. And go ahead and sign up for that Publish to Profit course so that we can help you. And even Sharlrita, you will meet Sharlrita in our Facebook family. So she will be there as well to cheer you on as we move forth. But y'all, we have just really covered the surface today of all the greatness that you will experience. But, you know, we just had to come on to let you know, closed mouths don't get fed, right?
Right.
And closed mouths don't make impact. So we are here to let you know that this is not a game to us. This is really the truth, and this is our purpose, right?
Exactly.
So thank you for your time, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sharlrita, for coming on. I know you have those beautiful babies there. I don't know if they started school yet or not. I know mine don't start till next week, but I know you have things that you're doing. Thank you for giving your time to come on and just talk about your experience in the course, you know. So I just want to leave you all with this. No matter what level you are at, there was always another level. So never settle for where you are, because God has called for you to be greater. That is from Rhonda Watts Robinson, the Greatness Igniter. And I hope that you all have a blessed remainder of the day and enjoy yourself. So I'll be talking to you soon. God bless you all. Love you all. Bye-bye.